Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the running of the National Series opener for the Summer League. Tonight I am with my co-partners here, Mr. Slyjob and Little Uzi. How are y'all doing tonight, gentlemen?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good.
Here we go, boys. So we are going green flag on the Rhino Pro Truck Outfitters 300 at Las Vegas. We had the 8 car of Extreme Shocks, our pole sitter, as he is just taking the lead there. We have a field of 22 cars tonight, and we're going to have a pace car tonight. You'll see him. Hopefully we don't see him, but we'll see. Hey, Uzi, mute your mic. Unless you want to talk. So, as we can see, our drivers kind of settling in here because this is going to be a long race. So, the beginning of this race, you really just want to settle in, kind of find your groove, see how the car is handling. Because some of these drivers, I'm sure, practice during the day, and, this is a night race. So, Uzi, I'm sure from experience you can attest to this, that the car definitely handles differently during the day than the night. Yeah, it looks like he got a little tight getting in there. So, I'm sure some of these drivers, to get adjusted for the nighttime, tighten their cars a little bit more than they may would like right away, because they know that loose track is going to eventually get that car turning. But for right now, it seems like they'll be a little on the tight side.
Yeah, and I think that also comes with, experience. Some of these Xfinity guys or National Series guys, I should say, don't really know how in this league, so they know how this track handles because they've raced it multiple times now.
Absolutely. And speaking of national drivers, we do have 2 Cup drivers just coming in to show these boys how it's done. We like to have 1 or 2 Cup drivers per race come in, race for no points, but show these new drivers, who are all of them are aspiring to become a Cup driver one day, to kind of show them the way and show them the ropes. So tonight we have the 32 of Sparkly Marker and the 9 of Libert 58. So we'll see those guys kind of lead the charge here, as the number 9 of Libert assumes the lead there.
Yep, right around the
Well,
outside
like
there.
you were
What are you seeing
saying
Pretty good
earlier,
lead.
Slide Job. This first stage consists of 45
Oh,
laps.
sorry to cut you off. Big wreck. Looked like the 9 came off the wall, went dead left, in front of the field. Looked like he didn't have any choice there. And multiple cars in that accident. Go ahead. What were you saying there, Art?
I was saying before that caution came out. I'm assuming it's a caution. The first stage consists of 45 laps. They're going to run 42 due to the fact that it cuts off 3 laps. And then the final stage is going to be a whopping 110 laps, which all equals out to 300 miles around this great track known as Las Vegas. And I was going to get to it before the race started, but couldn't. Packer fan had to start in the back due to pre-race inspection fail, and Danny had to start in the rear because unfortunately, he had to change his engine during qualifying. So
Oh man.
hopefully those guys can get back up in the thick of things and possibly win this race tonight.
Absolutely, I think Las Vegas has is a place where anyone has a shot. As we see the cars making that hard left on the pit road after the caution comes out, and you know one of the things about Las Vegas is the tires wear so much here. So I'm not surprised to see almost the entire field come down. And we got a little look at that all black pace car tonight. So, unfortunately, caution came out, but we did get to get a look at it. So,
Yeah, it's one of the great new ideas that we came up with this league and stuff like that is to actually have a pace car. It puts a little bit more realisticness into the league, and I think it's a great idea.
absolutely. So it looks like on the battle for pit or the exit of pit road here, it looks like. Let's see who that is. It looks like
The 25 car?
that's right. The 25 car of, I believe that's Ford Tough, is going to assume the lead. It looks like the 8 car came out second there. So, no, I apologize for that. 25 is Austin Khan. So Austin Khan will be taking the lead there with Extreme Shocks in second.
So, racing at this great track, known as Las Vegas Slide, and you being a part of the Cup Series and racing different cars and trucks like that, what's the major difference between Cup cars at Vegas and Xfinity cars?
I think, a lot of mile and a half, such as Las Vegas, the Cup cars are a lot looser to start with. So at Vegas, you really, those last couple of laps on the tires, you really have to fight the car from snapping off. I think with these Xfinity cars, they're a lot more stable, so, you don't have that much. So, we saw a couple drivers hit the wall on exit there. So, some of them, may have either driven other cars or trucks in the past and are not used to how tight they are here. But they'll definitely snap on you if you get them too loose. So, you really want to find that good balance.
Yeah, definitely. As we see our pace car here, it is the black Chevy Silver
Camaro.
or Camry.
Is it a
Camaro,
Camry?
sorry.
Let's see.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it is a Camaro.
Camera is Toyota. That is the wrong brand.
Looks like the lights are out on the pace car, so you know what that means. That means we're going green flag racing. Here we go. Pace car pulling off. We're going green this time.
Alrighty, going to the restart zone. The leader commenced the lead. Oh, a little bit of a
And
bad
Austin
jump
gets a
from the
good
number
jump.
8 car.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened there.
he definitely did not have a great restart there. Austin got a great one. He assumed the lead really quickly there. Still double file behind him. He definitely wants to see that. Oh, 8 car is really
Oh,
struggling.
8 into the wall.
He got into the wall. Oh,
He
Wow.
spun around. Wow.
I think
Talk
Yeah,
about
he-
bad luck. He had a
he did
bad
not have a
restart,
good
and
lap.
then he gets involved into
Wow.
a wreck there.
did we. It looked like I think most cars got past that. Did he?
Yeah, they did. I think really the only incident there, he hit the wall and it stacked up the field a little bit, but I think they all made it through.
Yeah, he is dead last right now. That's definitely not what you want to see. Starting second, so really trouble for Extreme Shocks. But it looks like we have a battle for the lead here. The number 25 has looks like the 99 under attack, and it looks like he's gonna try to make that bottom groove work. But I'll tell you, Ark, one of the things about Las Vegas is that top groove is very effective. So as you can see, the 99 was not able to clear him.
Yeah, definitely. You're correct on that one. And We got some good racing here. We got 3 wide in front of
32
Alec
snuck in
here.
there.
Wow.
That's Sparkly
cow.
Marker trying in the middle there. He's a veteran, so I'd expect him to make moves like that. You don't want to see some of these younger guys making some moves like that, But, a person like him, he obviously made it work there. He definitely wants to lead this thing.
I've been looking at this 95 car of Alec and, talking to him Monday. He was really excited about this race because he actually helped me commentate the Cup race Monday night.
I can't tell who that is. Somebody's in big trouble on the backstretch. Or front stretch, actually.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
I'm gonna try to. Oh, that's a 34 of Teehee. Definitely not what you want to see from him. Definitely a great driver, but having a tough time. And also the 0-3 of Bradford's off the pace a little bit. See, it's like
Definitely a shame for those guys.
It's like everyone's kind of settling out a little bit. We got a 2-wide battle. Somewhere in mid-pack there. The 6 is trying to get underneath. I can't tell who that is. It looks like Sparkly Markers side by side with somebody.
Sparkly's going for the lead here.
We just got a race control. They just hit 29 to go in the stage. So quite a bit still left.
Yeah, originally before that caution, these cars can only run on 26 laps of fuel, estimated by by my experiment earlier.
Yeah, look at this battle we got
with that early
here.
caution, it helped them out a little bit with fuel mileage.
So it looks like the 6 car of Nilla MG has pulled in that second spot in front of Sparkly Marker, and the 99 finally got around the 25 for the lead there. Still 2 cars fighting for that second spot though.
Tell you what, I've noticed that Sparkly really likes to run the really high line next to the wall, and I don't know if that's helping him or not, but most of these guys are in the middle. Wow, looks like he's adapted to the line that all the leaders are running, but looks like that Nilla's taking that second spot and M1 holds the lead, but Nilla's on a charge here. Looks like he's got the fastest car in that lead group.
Yeah, I think you really got to be careful with that high line because yes, it's faster, but it also burns your tires more. So, at a place like Las Vegas, a tire where it is already aggressive, you don't want to burn them off any more than you have to.
Yeah, and I think that's
Now my
something that
question for
Go ahead.
So it looks like we already got one car falling back off the pace here. Looks like Bradford might get lapped here. And the 6 takes the lead. How about that?
With 95 following, right beside the 99 car.
Oh, Sparkly moved him up there.
Oh yeah, he definitely wants to get that lead. Being a cup driver, you always want to prove that you're the best of the best. So having a group of Xfinity guys National Series guys in front of you, kind of makes you really want to race hard.
Oh, 32, 3 wide.
One car through the grass. That lap car really got in the way there. But it's a tough track for lap cars because everybody uses different lines, so it's kind of hard to get out of the way.
Yeah.
I can't tell who that yellow car was that went through the grass there, but I'll see if I can find him for us.
I believe he's actually wrecking now.
Oh, 2 cars around.
It's the 40 of Nismo.
or one
Oh, it
car
looks
around.
like
Not sure if it
somebody's
was
having
two.
some lag issues. Oh.
Oh, its
Yep,
lit fan also
the
crashed.
31 of its lit fan was around.
A lot of stuff going on the racetrack right now. A lot of incidents there in a matter of a couple laps.
We got one car on the apron there. Can't tell who that is. The 11 Eagles Danny's down pit road. I don't know if that's a scheduled stop or not. Texas Spots is also down pit road. So it looks like we're having green flag pit stops because the third car just came down pit road as well. Let's see who that is.
Yeah, and definitely this would be a time for green flag pit stops. Like I said earlier, that caution early helped them a little bit, but now they're coming for gas and tires. They got two cars around. That possibly could be a caution.
We got 28 down pit road. 39 is around.
A Mustang also. 36
Like
car.
two cars made contact. I don't know.
Oh, it was two cars spun trying to get out on a pit road. That's what that was. Hatchet
It's
Boss,
like the leaders also.
39.
Coming down.
Oh, he's having trouble. I think he might have blown a tire. Yeah, he's having
I think you're right.
trouble get going. And it looks like Fam getting off pit road. Hodges making his pit stop. Boston Bowles coming out. Bunch of guys still coming down pit road here. The word is green flag, so we are still going green here. As people cycle in and out of pit road.
And you know what? I think that pit stop, all that little pit stops right there, was a byproduct of all of that happening so quickly. There were a lot of incidents there, and might have kind of shook up some of these guys a little bit to just say, all right, it's time to come down pit lane and get in some fresh tires and just kind of reset here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think some of these guys are a little new to the game here, and I think one of the things that a lot of National Series drivers learn is you have to practice getting on and off pit road. And it just seemed like for those of you at home wondering why that wasn't a caution, we had a few cars that just couldn't get on pit road. Some of them made a little bit of contact, but it was mainly just people spinning each other, or not spinning each other, but spinning themselves out, getting onto that pit road. Because it's not an easy one, but it's not a particularly hard one either. But it's in my experience, the least practice thing about racing, and a lot of these guys need to learn that early.
Well, just looking through the field here, guys, I was just looking at car damage, and if you take a look at Austin Icon 42 car, he's completely clean compared to some of these other guys in the field, so he's definitely one of my ones to watch for this race.
And I'll tell you what, speaking of all the damage, this looks like a Bristol race instead of a Las Vegas race, and we're only in the first stage here. A lot of cars got in the incidents and made contact already, but tell you what, we're still green. Only had one caution, thankfully, so.
So I just checked. I believe the 6 of Nilla is still in the lead. He pitted with the lead and he cycled out with the lead as well. Looks like he's got a couple of lap cars around him. I know. Danny is behind him.
Yeah, Bradford as well in front of all of these leaders here. It looks like he actually got in the way of Nilla, and that's going to slide him up the track.
Nilla, your current leader in that Valvoline number 6 machine. Man. Tell you what, some of these guys got some good paint schemes. They definitely got creative in the paint booth.
Yeah, I agree. I really like that Valvoline scheme there by Nilla. I think he did a great job with that. And Extreme Shocks has all those bright colors in his car.
So it looks like the 32 is definitely using the highline like you mentioned before, trying to catch him. But it seems like that number 6 is on rails early here.
Yeah, he just made a move there on Extreme, but Noah's definitely, from my view, got the fastest car right now. And that's a testament because from when I was on this game a little earlier this week, I noticed that he actually had the most races in the whole game by a great margin as he was on the top of the board there. So a lot of practice goes into being good at this game.
So I just heard from race control, the 00 of the Sandman just had an engine expire on him. So that'll be your first DNF for tonight. He will finish dead last as the 99 comes down. I don't know if that's scheduled or not.
That's definitely not what the 00 car wanted tonight. That definitely stings, but you know what? He has next week.
That's right. As we get the 99 of M1 Sports back on the racetrack here.
Do you think Slidey was playing a different pit strategy there, coming late?
He might be. I mean, one strategy is always to pit before the pit closes, and then not pit. But the disadvantage of that is you're on older tires and the rest of the field, especially at Vegas with the tire wear so bad. You don't want to be on older tires.
Yeah. It'll definitely be exciting how this race shapes out. You know, it's been already good with the Truck Series opener and the Cup Series opener, so there shouldn't be any different with this race.
Oh, absolutely. We've had two fantastic races to start the Summer Series. We had a really dramatic. Oh, what happened?
Just knocked down
one
there
of
by
our
that
Cup
car.
drivers got knocked way low due to some contact.
Wow. So we just heard from race control. We got 5 to go at the line here for our leader. But what I was saying before is that on Sunday we had a really close finish in the trucks. We even had a driver get black flagged on the finish for forcing another driver down below the yellow line on the last lap. So a controversial finish to start the season. And then last night I was actually part of me and Uzi were actually part of a really dramatic finish where I was leading by a margin. Yeah, that was Monday night at the Cup at Homestead, where I was leading by 3 seconds coming out of pit road. And by the time we got down to the last 2 laps, I had apparently not enough fuel, which I didn't realize. And coming out of 2, I ran out of fuel, and Uzi got his first Cup win. So congrats to him. And let's hope this race is just as exciting.
So there it is. The truck race ended with controversy, and the second race for the Cup ended with fuel mileage. Wow, I wonder what this one could end up with.
I hope
maybe a great
pretty
finish.
Exciting race. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's check in race control, see how many laps we got.
Tell you what, guys, I'd be interested to see here if we see any fuel strategy get played.
I apologize for that. I thought it was 5. We just came to 7 to go. So 7 at the line here. Coming to 6 to go for the number 6.
What about that? And for him to win this stage, all he has to do is keep it clean and keep it out of Mistakeville, I like to call it.
And not blow a tire. Because I don't know how concerning this is, but I've seen several cars come down pit road. So, it wasn't just that the one car, the 99, come down. It was quite a few that are still coming down. So you know,
Mm.
can the 6 make it? And actually, as I speak, the number 6 is coming down pit road.
Wow. This is definitely different from the last two races. Wow, this is taking a turn.
Yeah, we'll definitely see who cycles out for the lead here. We'll definitely have to check on that with only coming to 5 to go here for the leader. So we'll see who cycles out. As we just heard, 5 to go confirmed. No more cautions to the end of this stage. So we're gonna be ending it green.
So with all of these pit stops now happening, you think some people might try and stretch it? Because it does seem like, a lot of the leaders came down, and some of them could have been saving there already. So these guys have got to be pretty tight. They're trying to stretch it here.
I think with 21 guys in
I
this field, can't imagine somebody wouldn't try it.
Yeah, absolutely. We always
I
have
mean, and
somebody.
also too, we got to think about this. It's coming to the end of the stage. They'll have a chance to pit at the end of the stage. Or should I say beginning of stage 2?
I think we'll see the whole field come down pit lane there during the stage break, as tires are just that big of a deal. You could run one lap and see the whole field come down. It's just that much of a determinator.
I heard from race control that the 6 is still in the lead. Apparently, all of the drivers made it down for that last stop. So the 6 has maintained the lead here.
Interesting.
It shows that Nilla's team has a great pit crew, and they're keeping him in the right area as he's still your leader, coming towards the end of stage 1.
And I can't imagine with this many laps to go that he took 4 tires. I would be shocked if he didn't take 2 or gas only, but I think he should have taken 2 just because of the tire wear really is the factor here. It's not really the gas that determines a run. 2 to go. Right from race control, so pit road is closed. 2 to go for the number 6 car. Ooh, a car gets in the wall behind him. And here we come officially. 1 to go in the stage. Can the 6 hold on? Now, pretty interesting. The number 6, Nilla, has never won a stage in any series of Fast Family Racing. So, if he can hold on here, this would be his first stage win.
Yep, looks like on the record books that's gonna change.
He's gonna get it. Stage 1 winner. Nilla MG. What a nice run. You know, we definitely have a lot of racing to go. Winning the first stage a good start.
Yeah, it brings a lot of momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely started it out right. You know, showing that he's a National Series driver and he doesn't care whether there's a couple Cup drivers in the field or not.
Yeah, definitely. And as we're in our stage break, this track itself, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, is 54 years old because it was built in 1966.
Interesting.
Or, I'm sorry, it wasn't built, it was opened in 19... So... Definitely one of many historic races in NASCAR.
Yeah, I know Vegas is definitely a driver favorite. Definitely one everybody loves coming to, as it's so close to the famous, Las Vegas. So definitely a cool place to race, especially under the lights here.
Here we go. Green flag is in the air for stage 2 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Everybody's on their way going into turn 1. Oh, we see aggressive driving already. Couldn't quite tell what car that was, but they're trying to get some positions here on the start of the restart.
Looks like the 6 car is being hounded by some cup drivers here, as it looks like Libert 58 and the 32 is Sparkly Marker on his rear and his side. Libert 58 takes the lead for the moment, but he's got a lot of help from that 22 behind him to clear. Still too wide though. 22 making a move. That's Ford Tough. But he is sticking really good on that high side. As the 9 will cycle out to your leader, 32 falling in the third, and then you got 2 by 2 behind them, and 2 by 2 back in the field. Oh, car into the wall.
Oh, Sparkly to the grass.
Oh!
One car through the. There.
That's a big
Car
wreck.
around.
Huge.
Multiple cars.
Big
involved.
wreck.
Saw Nima back there too. Still wrecking in turn 1.
Man, it's the big one in the front stretch of Las Vegas.
And
That was huge.
And he paid attention there. That all started just like that first caution, where a driver on the outside hit the wall, came back, and got in contact with somebody else, and they just couldn't hold it straight. Somebody ended up in the grass, but somebody got turned in front of the field. It looked like that 9 car of Libert 58 got turned there.
Yeah, that was a wreck that you do not see very often at Las Vegas. That was one of the bigger wrecks I've actually ever seen in this whole league. That was big.
Oh yeah, with so many drivers, tight racing here, especially because we had just restarted. One car gets turned in front of the field like that, and it's gonna be a giant wreck. No way of avoiding it.
Yeah, very little margin for error already. So, with that happening, that is gonna go ahead and bring everybody down pit lane, I assume, and
pits are actually
Reset
closed
here.
this time. They are getting the field set, and then we will be allowing them to pit in a second here.
Wow. This is very interesting, and I didn't know this while we're in another caution break. Did you guys know that there are 9 different tracks built into Las Vegas Motor Speedway?
That's interesting. Do you have a little elaboration on that?
Yeah, so it says right here they have included a total of 9 different tracks into their facility to accommodate a variety of racers. The main track is the Super Speedway, which is 1.5 mile oval, which is the one that they're racing right now. It says they also have something called the Strip, that is for drag racing. They have a small clay oval, which is for dirt track. And just multiple different racing series. And just to add on top of that, the first series held here is IndyCar.
that's very interesting, actually. You don't usually see 9 tracks in one facility. You usually see, just that one track, but that just goes to show that this track really is, a mecca of motorsport.
Yeah, it's definitely a special place. As we see the first cars making their way down on pit road, it'd be interesting to see if this 9 car can get out of pit road first, because as we've seen, it looked like other than the first restart of the race, the leaders really been able to at least get out there for a little bit, so away from the madness of the pack. So.
Well, you know what the good thing about these cautions is, guys? We get to look at that beautiful pace car.
It looks like, as I feared, the 9 car did not win the race off pit road. Appears to be the 99 of M1 Sports. It looks like he took two tires, and the 20 or not 22 Tough actually got out in second.
Followed by Austin Kahn, it looks like. Oh, no, never mind. It's somebody else. I believe Austin Kahn is behind that third place.
Yes, sir. 25 of Austin Kahn is going to restart, I believe, 5th.
Tell you what, right now, I'm looking at Nilla, and after being involved in that last wreck, I'm extremely interested to see how he works his way through here for the pack, because he's pretty far back down there, and to me, it looked like he had the fastest car there in that last run, so I'll be interested to see if he can make it back up there.
Well, I got a question for you guys. You know, with these cautions happening, and a racer like Manila, does he have a little bit of fear and when he restarts where he could be possibly the next one involved in a wreck like that?
I think that's definitely a big, worry. That's something I worry about especially whenever I start in the back of the pack. And especially when you have a fast car, you're trying to make a bunch of moves, and there's just a lot of room for error right there. So you got to be careful, but you also got to be aggressive at the same time to make sure you get out of any area where there could be a wreck. And you saw that last time. That was right at the front, so it just goes to show that you're really never safe on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's I think the toughest and most frustrating part of really competitive racing is that when you have a fast car and you have bad track position and you have to start at the rear, trying to get through the field knowing you have the fast car is, it can be really taxing on a driver.
So this is fairly interesting here. Slide being the owner of this league, the drivers, or well, mainly me and a couple of others. We were talking about on Monday night how we're keeping a caution record between the 3 series starters, and right now, if it keeps on going the way it's going, the National Series may have the most cautions out of all 3 series.
And that really wouldn't surprise me, because I have all the numbers, but we have a lot of people signed up for the Xfinity or the National Series this year. The most of the 3 series, being that a lot of people want to get in the Cup Series, so that's no surprise. But I'd expect the most cautions, the most different winners, a lot of those stats to come from the National Series as we get ready for the green flag to drop again.
Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get some green flag racing here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It looked like the back half of the field didn't get a good restart at all as the front pack pulls away.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how long that 99 can stay out front, because he has older tires than the guys behind him, being that he took only 2 tires. Having said that, 22's looking underneath him.
He bumped them up the track. Here he comes. Ford Tough on the bottom.
Yeah, he knows he's got fresher tires, and being Ford, he has no time to waste with this driver on older tires. He's got to get in front now, because that 9 car's coming quick.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's gonna be very worried when he see Libert right behind him. Libert, a Cup driver now, and you know how it is with Cup drivers. They're much more notorious. You got to be thinking they're one of the faster guys on the racetrack, and M1 giving him a pretty good fight here for second, though.
Oh yeah, he's hanging tough there on the outside. As we look at down the pack.
Oh, crash! Big wreck again.
Oh, 1 car in the air.
Holy crud!
Bradford around, and another
28 of Upcountry, the 39 of Hatchet Boss involved as well. And
for the 3rd time, that comes off of a car hitting the wall right back in the pack.
It looked like at least I'm not sure if he was the one that hit the wall, but the first contact I saw was either the 14 of Texas Spots or the not it wasn't the or the 39 of Hatchet Boss. One of those two green cars was sideways.
Oh, another
from
small
the
wreck. The 9 is
driveway.
around.
Oh.
Yeah, they were just getting behind the pace car. I don't know what happened there.
It looked like one of the drivers missed a shift after the line and ran into somebody.
Yeah, looks like Libert got back into his position, however, so
Yeah.
hopefully they'll get things sorted out here. And another caution.
Yeah. Sounded like
Early.
somebody's transmission slipped or something. I heard that somebody tried to pop it into neutral coming to the line there and got sideways. So.
You never want to go in the neutral there on the front stretch, going a good 180.
Alright, here's some drivers come down pit road.
Man,
All of our
talk about an entry
lap
into
drivers.
pit road. Did you see 3 wide there slide?
Yeah. There was looked like it was a little competition getting on pit road there, but they all maintained the right spot, so it really doesn't matter. But everybody trying to get every inch here. I mean, it's a competitive field.
And like I mentioned always to the viewers at home, when you see a wreck on pit road, it is non-legit. That is just NASCAR Heat 4 at its best, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Talking about NASCAR Heat 4's best, the Fast Family Racing League really is, the top tier of preset leagues out there. We have over 100 registered drivers across 5 series. Right now, you're seeing one of the top 3. As we mentioned before, we have the Truck, National, and Cup. But we also have a development series and a dirt series as well. The development being any driver that wants to learn how to race NASCAR Heat 4 or never raced in a league before and would like some assistance. We don't turn anyone away when you come try out. So those who don't necessarily have the skill set for the higher series get placed in there until they can gain the skills they need. We also, played the Tony Stewart Sprint Car game. We have a dirt series operated on there. So that's also another cool thing to check out. But, we are definitely a premier NASCAR Heat 4 Xbox League. So if you're seeing this and you think, wow, I want to be out there with these guys, I think I got what it takes, come out and join us. We have all kinds of social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even our YouTube page. So please reach out to us on any one of those platforms and we will get you in contact with the right people to get you signed up. So it's definitely worthwhile. Not too late to join. This is only week 1 of the 2020 Summer Series. So a great time to join now. And also, if you know of or own a small business and are looking to get your name out there, please get in contact with us because we have tons of viewers and fans and drivers that would love to have your name as part of either one of our races, one of our series, or even a primary league sponsor. So whichever level you decide, we will put your logo on our streams and all of our media content. So, if you are one of those people, definitely reach out to us, and we'd love to work with you.
Well put there, Slide Job, your owner of the league, as it looks like they're getting everybody lined up for the restart. This should be interesting. Let's see if we can get some green flag racing here and not another big one.
We have a new leader too. How about that? If you look down low there, 95 taking the lead. The 22 now on the outside. The 9 behind him. 99 and fourth.
Yeah, I noticed Alec
95
took
is
2
Alec,
tires there.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Alec
another
took 2 tires.
driver in that top four that gambled. So we'll see. We saw M1 not fall back that much, but we only got a 3 laps in. So we'll see if he can do the same thing.
I believe they are coming to the restart zone. Green flag, maybe not. Hold
Green
on.
flag
Yep,
is out.
green flag in the air.
95 clears the 22, the 9 underneath the 22 a bit, but it looks like 22 is probably going to clear him on the high side. Little contact in the back there. Looks like 2
Yeah, the
cars
whole backpack got stacked up.
rubbing a little. Yeah, let's get a view of that. Definitely got at least. Oh, the 25 gets shoved up into the wall a little bit. 3 wide, back to 2. So a little bit of contact early here.
Oh, Nilla
Hornet's nest
nearly
back here.
crashed there.
Yeah, we got. It looks like from about 7 to about 18 is just all in this giant pack here. They are all over that place, running all 3 different lines. Ooh,
Meanwhile,
1 car getting loose there.
this lead battle.
Man,
Look at
look
the
at
cars,
that.
double file under a blanket.
Yeah, I was about to mention on that, Uzi. I mean, look at 95 holding themselves if he took 2 tires. I mean, dang.
And you talk
Look
about
at
under a
M1.
blanket. You can see pretty much about 9th all the way back to 15th, just nose to tail right now. They are all aggressive right now and trying to get every spot they can.
Unfortunately, the 95 lost a couple of positions. He hit the wall a little bit and had to slow down.
What a great race we've seen so far. Everybody getting settled out here. Some great racing going on. Look at this battle. I think it's fifth. There's 3 cars back here. Watching those 4 guys break away, but there's 3 or 4 cars here battling for that spot, and if they look in their mirror, they'll be a little frightened because there's about 10 cars behind them, right nose to tail here.
You know, one of the great things, being a commentator, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but, I get to watch these guys race at Las Vegas, and wouldn't you know it, Slide, next week the Truck Series heads to the same track.
Yes, sir. That'll be a really exciting race. If any of you guys remember, Las Vegas was part of round 3 of the playoffs last season in the Truck Series, and it was a good one.
We got a car around.
Big wreck.
Oh, there's 2.
Multi-car accident again on the front stretch.
Wow. A lot of tight racing there. It's no surprise that these cars are getting into each other, but yeah, it looked like I couldn't tell who that was, but one blue car in the center there got loose.
Well, man, I hate to break it to you, Slide Job. You were telling good race, and I think the commentary curse struck again as we have another caution.
Yeah, how about that? As we're under caution here, we were you mentioned that truck race at Las Vegas. Yeah, it was a blast. I remember I ended up winning that race, so of course it's even sweeter for me. But I remember that race went green for a long time until about I think it was like 4 or 5 to go, and it came down to a 3-lap shootout. And I was on the inside, and Jersey Devil, one of our truck regulars, was on the outside, and we hit the gas at the line, and me and him get out there, and we look in our mirror, and there's 5 wide behind us, and we were like, oh man, there's gonna be a big wreck, and sure enough, every driver made it through the corner. Nobody hit anybody. Nobody got into an accident. They cleared it, and oh man, it was just a super competitive race. It was super fun, and I think the thing that really makes it that much more competitive is the fact that these trucks are super stable compared to the national car and the cup car. So it just allows the drivers to hold their line a little better and put their truck into more places. So.
Well, you mentioned the five wide thing, and if you tell somebody or ask them a question about being five wide on NASCAR, the first thing that they're gonna say is gonna be, "Oh, was it at Daytona or Talladega? Not Las Vegas." I mean, that's just unheard of.
Yeah, how about
I'll
that?
tell you
You
what.
know, go ahead, Uzi. Go ahead, Uzi.
That gives more of a reason for everybody to stay tuned here because we could have even more exciting racing this whole time, and we got some great drivers that are gonna put on a good show for the rest of this race, as we've seen already.
Absolutely. Yeah, Las Vegas is one of those tracks. But that is coming up. Like you said, stay tuned Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. For that one, that'll be race 2 of the summer series for them, and then definitely another one to watch out for on Monday. The Cup Series is going to Mid-Ohio, so it'll be our first road course in all 3 series this season. Definitely one of my favorites, so I am definitely excited about that one. I kind of have a chip on my shoulder about that one because if you guys remember, it was early last season. It was the 5th race of the 30-race season. I had an 8-second lead, and I had an electrical issue. And by the time I got control of the car again, I had significant damage. And by the time I limped it to the pits, we had 3 laps left. I had a 3-second deficit, and just wasn't able to make it up. So I definitely am looking to get some revenge there, as a lot of drivers are.
And, mentioning the races that are coming up, how does this sound, Slide Job? And next week, these very own drivers here in the Nationals Series race at the first short track of the year, Iowa.
That'll be an interesting race. Iowa's super competitive for the short tracks. It's one of the faster ones. But what I like most about Iowa is the fact that you can run the high line and the low line and still be fast there. There's not many short tracks like that. So we're seeing back-to-back interesting races here. Vegas and Iowa, some great picks. So whoever made the schedules, you were a superhero.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, but the race that I'm most interested in, and I don't want to be jumping the gun here, but the Truck Series on June 21st, they head to the Charlotte Roval.
Uh-oh, that'll be a good one.
Man, tell you what, we need to give props to whoever made the schedule for the Summer League. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah, we got some great racing coming up. The summer series is shorter than our normal series by just over half. So it's definitely going to be a competitive one because of how short the season is, but definitely as action-packed as the regular season is.
Alrighty, not sure what's happening here. I don't know if they're trying to get everybody lined up or...
It's like the lap cars just got off pit road, and they should be forming up this time by... Yep, I'm just hearing on race control. The 9 is going to take the bottom for the restart.
I just want to shout out the number 95 car of Alec. I believe he's sponsoring a hometown sponsor, South Point Hotel and Casinos here on his car. So definitely in the Las Vegas mood.
Absolutely. And Alec is definitely one of our West Coast kids. So he's definitely near one of his home tracks. So shout out to him. Good luck tonight, buddy.
Alrighty, we got our beautiful pace car, the Chevy Camaro, waiting for him to turn down the lane here. Not quite yet.
Lights are out on the pace car, so they'll be going this time by. You'll see that pace car make that hard left turn on the pit road. Here we go for the next restart in the Rhino Pro Truck Outfitters 300 at Las Vegas, sponsored by Mass Family Racing League. Green.
Oh man, tough start for the 95 car. Didn't get a great restart, but on the other hand, can't quite see who that car's in the front, but he got a really good restart. Oh, car in the wall.
Looks like everybody is. Oh, he's gonna come down in front of somebody, but everybody held it straight. Wow, great driving by those guys. Somebody.
Man, I tell you what, you see that driver behind that car was clutching their breath. They were breathing really hard.
You know, and that's the thing. I think it's really true that you see a ton of people hitting the wall in that first lap. You gotta realize, and I'm sure some of these drivers haven't yet because they are newer. But that first lap, your tire pressures are very low because you haven't built them up yet. You haven't built any heat up yet. So the car doesn't turn as well in that first lap. So, you really need to make sure that, you take it easy.
And is that why, being a driver's side, is that why you see... Oh, we got two cars! Oh,
Ford Tough just looked like he
95
blew a tire,
involved.
maybe.
95 up in the air, did a backflip barrel roll.
It looked like something happened with the 22 car.
Yeah, Ford Tough he was running third there, and he slowed down and just went dead right into the wall.
Yeah, I heard on the radio that he had a transmission failure. He got into second or third, and it wouldn't shift anymore, and he got stuck, and that's why he got stacked up. So he is retired for the day. He will not be able to run anymore with that.
That's a shame.
Not sure what's going on with the 95 car. On my screen, he's stuck up against the wall.
Yeah, we got the 34. Got some damage. He's in the grass. He just got back onto the track.
That must be a glitch on my screen.
Let's see. It is not a glitch. The 95 is kind of wrecked right now. He's stuck on the outside wall. So the wrecking crew is gonna have to go out and get him. He is stuck.
Oh, looks like.
Wow.
Yeah, he can't even go. That must be also a transmission issue there, maybe.
I
Can't
don't
get
know.
it out of whatever gear.
He was the first car that got collected. If you were watching, and the 22 had that transmission failure. The 95 got stuck behind him because he had two cars underneath him, and he just got collected up into that wall. So that is not good.
Yeah, that is very interesting. As you see the field, he's still stuck on the wall. I don't know what. Maybe he lost a front drive. I don't. Definitely gonna have to get that car off the track before we can go green again.
Tell you what, that's really a shame for Ford too, because he was running right up there with those leaders who happened to be Sparkly and Libbard, and that could have been a big moment for him. Imagine he just beat out those two Cup drivers there and took the lead. I think that would have been a very defining moment and showed that he is good enough to race with the top guys.
Well. This is a sight to see. Uzi, you still see the 95 car still stuck there?
Tell you what, I don't know what. I've never seen anything like this in the game before. I've had trouble getting it out of gear, but it just seems like that car is just stuck. It's not ghosted or anything. It just won't go.
It's glued into the track. Can we get some contact on race control? Maybe that's where slide went.
Yeah, I'd be very confused, and I just feel bad for Alec. A really good car tonight, it seems like, and see the pace car there. I'm not sure if I'm
Oh, the
seeing
pace
it,
car
but
was trying
it's
to
just
help
gone right
him
through
out,
him.
and then he went right through him. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of cars coming there to go try and help him, and he's just not budging.
I think he's gonna have to retire for the night, unfortunately.
And I had to retire.
Well, ooh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it just lagged me out of the game. Uzi is connecting. This is weird. Uzi, did it just lag you out of the game?
No, I'm still here. It was connecting for a second though.
It lagged me out of the game. I'll need an invite.
No, that
All
was
right,
anyone.
so some interesting developments going on. So the 95 is getting cleared off the racetrack by the wrecking crew as everybody else is getting cycled around. He's gonna go a couple laps down, but you know he'll probably be able to get that thing refired. The next stage, he just needs a battery change. I think that's what we're being told the issue is that the battery died and he cannot turn the car over. So they'll get him towed to pit road and get him back on track when they can. But it's confirmed the other 22 did have a transmission brake that caused that issue or that caution actually. So he is done for the day.
That's a shame for those guys.
Yeah, a lot of developments here.
Yeah, a lot of good cars out the race too now, and that might open the door for some new contenders this race. And we see one right here. Mustang looks like he's pulled himself some strategy to get himself in the lead, and we're gonna see what he can do.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, so
Man, I tell you what, talk about oddity of 3 races. We got the controversial thing in Truck Series, we got fuel mileage in the Cup Series, and apparently we got a car stuck in the wall.
Yeah, so
Yeah, a lot of attrition.
It'll be interesting for those of you watching at home. There is a glitch right now. This car that you're seeing stuck on the track is not actually the car. It has already been towed to pit road, and he'll be out. You know, I'm assuming at the end of the next stage or the beginning of the next stage. So if you see a car in the middle of the track, don't worry. That is just the game. He is already off the track.
One of the weirdest glitches I've ever seen in this game, but I believe the pace car is going to make...
Yep, lights are out,
turn.
it's pulling off. We're going to get one more restart for stage 2. They have only a few laps left. I'll get an exact count in a second. But here they go.
Bad restart there by Sparkly. Mustang all the way out there as they come down the turn.
Yeah,
number
they
1.
just hit, I believe, 8 to go. So 8 to go at that line.
Well, the battle
It
for the
looks
lead
like
is
we have a
on.
new leader.
Yeah,
Well,
Lib on the
9
outside.
and 36.
Yeah, you can tell Mustang's quite a bit slower there than some of those leaders. Libert just cleared them in one corner as they passed by even more cars there.
He did, and Libert is leading there with 7 to go. So we have only 7 laps left in the second stage here, and then we got the big one, third stage coming up soon. But my question to you guys is, who do you guys think is going to win the stage 2?
Well, I'll tell you what, right now it looks close. But I got my eyes on Sparkly Marker. I think he's going to make a move here. as the battle for the lead goes on. I think he's going to go
Yeah,
ahead and take this.
Well,
We
I'm
saw
going to pull a
M1
wild
Sports in the
card. I
99
think it's
just
going
going
to
to
be the number 8 car. He's making some moves here at the end here.
Yeah, if you remember, he was our pole sitter, and he got an incident on that first couple laps. So he's worked his way all the way back up, so he's definitely got to have a fast car.
He's getting pushed by the 32.
Yeah, he's definitely got some help. But the 99 and the 8 are working together there on the inside.
Yeah, this is
We
going
got
to be intense here.
Two packs here. Yeah, this is side-by-side racing. Look at this. Ooh, a little
Contact
side
early.
draft in there from the 99. But the 9
And they make a bit
up
more.
there. And it looks like that 8 almost wants to get on the middle. No room there. And looks like we got another car in the mix there. I can't tell who that red car is there. Oh, a little contact.
Contact.
Oh,
That's the
one
25.
car down on there. Yep,
Of
25 is on the apron. Saves it though. It's back on the racetrack. We're still green.
And one finally cleared Libet there. They were running side by side for a good amount of laps. But the battle is definitely not over. They're still right next to each other.
All right, so I believe we're at 3 to go at the line here with the 99 in the lead.
Oh, I
The
think
9
Libet ran on the
going
wall.
way high. Yeah, that's not good. With the looks like the 11 car, because Danny gets underneath for the second spot.
Can Danny catch our leader? No, he can't because he's not second anymore.
Looks like he lost the battle there on the outside. The 9 was able to come back and clear him, and he's got the 32.
Oh, no!
Oh!
And
Oh,
he hit
2-car
Miller.
round.
Wow.
No
Big
cautions
angles are off
because
for
there's
that,
2
yeah.
to go.
We are
There's
under.
no caution.
Wow.
They're still wrecking.
The 11 and the 32, that was not good.
Yeah,
But you know
hopefully they
who's
can clear
happy
that
about
up.
that one is that 99 car. And
M1
here we
starts
go.
those
One to go in the
competitors
stage. You got 99, 9, 11, I believe.
We're going to see if any last minute moves can be made. Right now, it looks like M1's got enough of a gap where he can just kind of cruise on
Looks
here.
like
for a
1
safe
and
two.
2 are pretty much set, but for third spot, we got the 8 underneath the 11. Who's going to come out on top of this third spot? Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
going to be
close.
close.
They make
They're
contact.
Oh, side by side contact.
Oh, it's tight.
8
I can't
got
even
him.
tell. Was the 8? Wow.
Yep.
Nice job. Bye.
What an eventful stage right there.
Man. And to be fair, in the league's rules, when 5 to go hits, there are no cautions no matter what happens. So,
No, yeah, they couldn't line him up there with 2 to go anyways, so that's just one of those deals.
It's unfortunate for those 2 drivers that caused the big one again. But hey, it's going to the final stage, and this should be an exciting one, guys.
110 more laps of action, and it feels like we've had that already, but we've got a lot more to go, and who knows what else could happen in this race.
All right, here we go, boys. Everybody is back, lined up, ready for the restart. Here we go, green, the 99 and the 9. 99 getting a good restart.
Man, what a good restart by the 8 car. Look at him
Yeah,
go.
he shot right up there. He's already battling for the lead and second.
He definitely wants to make up all that position he lost on that opening.
To the outside!
Stage. There he goes, making a move.
He's got the preferred
Oh,
line.
he ain't
might
quite
cut it back
gonna
down.
get him. But he's making a run for the bottom here.
And look at the
Going
battling
back up
contact.
high.
Oh, not a good thing. I just heard over the radio the 99 with a restart
Oh,
violation.
big crash!
Oh, big crash.
Oh man!
Huge one. again.
Wow.
Jeez.
Who's gonna run it back to the line
Huh.
here?
Yeah.
They're side by
Now the
side. One
99
in the
is
very
taking
apron.
his penalty. I was just about to say before that wreck came out, the 99 changed lanes before before the line. He went to the apron. So he did not follow his lane to the line. So he received a black flag for that.
Well, I'd say
And
that was
so,
for
for
timing.
viewers at home, sorry, Uzi, for cutting you off,
You're good.
but, Sly, can you elaborate on that rule for the viewers at home that could be wondering why he got a penalty?
Say that one more time.
Can you elaborate on the penalty?
Sure. So what happens on restarts is you have two cars side by side, one in the bottom lane, one in the top lane, and the rule is that every driver has to stay in the lane that they restart in and not change lanes or try to attempt to pass drivers until they hit the start finish line. So if a driver A changes a lane or tries to pass another driver, they will receive a black flag, and that will earn you a free trip down pit road pass-through penalty. So if you noticed on that restart, the 99 started in the bottom lane but dove to the apron before the line, which resulted in his penalty.
There you have it. So, that handed the number 8 car for getting to the line first before caution.
Yes, sir. The 8 car
As
is
we-
finally back, but he's not going to win the battle off pit road. Actually, I'm not sure. I think he might have, actually, because
No, there was somebody
No, I
with
think
big tires.
34.
was it a lap car or no?
Teehee actually comes out the pits. Not sure if he's lapped down or not.
No,
But he'll
he
be our
can't
leader.
be. He has to be our new leader. So somebody else gambling. That's a third time today. We've seen somebody gamble, and so far it's paid off. I'm actually surprised. The 99 and I forget what other car it was, but two cars have taken two tires.
And I think that has to do in part with the fact that, the draft is so prominent at this track that, unlike some other tracks where if you take 2 tires or no tires, you're going to have at least a better shot at staying with the leaders. Maybe not in the lead, but
Yeah,
you can definitely
but-
keep up and stay up there.
I am surprised though with the tire wear though, that they aren't falling off as much as they are. So I guess it's a tribute to the National Series. I know you and I can attest to this one that if you tried to pull that move in the Cup Series, you get eaten alive.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while we're under caution, do y'all want to hear another interesting fact about this track?
Fire
Sure,
away.
go ahead.
Did y'all know that the local Las Vegas Police Department trains their drivers at this track?
Interesting. I like that.
That
I mean, what better place to train than a racetrack?
exactly right for those high-speed pursuits, man. Going down turn 1, coming out of turn 2.
It'd be pretty interesting finding a turn 1 and 2 in the Las Vegas Strip, but that'd be interesting.
Well, didn't they have a race in real-life NASCAR where a guy stole the pace car?
Talladega, back in the 90s.
Yeah, that was interesting. A blockade of police units.
Oh yeah. So I actually, while we're asking questions, I would like to ask our viewers a question. So we've seen 2 stages so far, and we saw a couple laps of the 3rd stage. 2 different stage winners, but as we've seen, so many different leaders. We want to hear in the comments how many cars, or who do you think is going to win this race? So if you're watching right now, just drop a comment on the Twitch stream and let us know either who you think is going to win the race or who your favorite driver is.
Well, looks
All
like
right,
we're
so-
gonna go this time.
Yes, sir. I just got word from race control that one car got nailed for a black flag, entering pit road incorrectly, but the lights are off on the pace car, and here we go, back to green.
Oh, Extreme. Had a pretty solid restart there with Teehee. It's gonna be side by side, possibly going here in turn 1.
Somebody
Side by
down the
side.
already.
No, it's not. As the 34 just takes off.
Wow, so the two tires really seem to work there. You know what I'm getting from this as we go farther is that it may not be the
Oh, that's a one-car
A
incident.
sparkly marker there.
yeah, it looks like one car.
Going for a ride.
We just got word 32 spun out there, but the 34 really showed me that yes, the tires are a little less, but track position can mean a lot here.
Yeah, well, does not have the lead anymore. That's Extreme Shock.
Well, that guy has been on a tear ever since he got the pole. He's definitely shown he had a fast car and just wanted to get up there and show it.
Well, this just coming in, we got a viewer, Mauro, M-A-U-R-O, says, M1 will still win it despite penalty.
All right. Well,
It's an interesting
we will keep an eye on him for you. I believe he's in the 6th or 7th position.
Yeah, he's in the fire right now.
Yeah, he's right now.
Quite literally and figuratively.
Looks like there's 6 cars, 2 by 2, almost 4 wide there, but 2 by 2 still.
Yeah, if you're Extreme, you love what you're seeing behind you. That is double file, rows deep, and
Oh,
contact there
contact
actually with
there.
M1.
Oh yeah. The 99 looks like he definitely wants to get back up there. I'm sure. I believe if I'm correct, that's Marsh out there. So Marsh is one of our truck drivers. So thanks for watching the broadcast. And we'll see how M1 does for you.
Yes, it is,
Oh,
indeed.
3 wide on the bottom.
Yo,
99
boy, this is
making it
gonna be
3
interesting.
wide. Let's see how they get through turn 4. Ooh, 99 washes up a little bit. But the top car will yield there. 99 will move into 4th place.
Man, you know who's loving this? Look at the 8 car. He
Yeah.
just has nobody behind him and in front of him.
He's
Danny in the
checking out
second
for sure. Looks like these drivers are a little spread out.
Yeah, he grabbed his credit card, he checked into the hotel, and he went night-night.
As we still have 6 cars side by side for second through. Looks like 7th or 8th here. They are fighting really hard behind him.
Yeah, all that battling is gonna bring even more drivers into that battle. So
Yeah, that is the biggest battle on the racetrack right now. As you scan back everywhere,
make contact.
about 11th to 20th, it's kind of spread itself out. But these drivers up here in 2nd to 7th are under a blanket right now.
yeah, Teehee just fell from about 3rd all the way to the back of that pack there, made some contact. But looks
Yeah,
like
he
M1
did.
actually is kind of separated himself just a little bit.
Little moves going on there. A lot of weaving going on up front. That 8 car is checking out, but look at these guys behind him. They are
Danny hit
nuts.
the wall.
Ooh, little contact there coming at it too. Everyone keeps hold of it though. They're doing a great job. Look at this racing.
And this is the first time that I can actually say that I'm not concentrated on the leader right now with all this great racing.
Oh man, they are 2 by 2 all the way back to about 11th or 12th right now. A couple cars from that backpack that were kind of spread out have caught these guys, and it is just a dogfight back here. Ooh, that
tell you what.
99 making a look underneath the 25 for second place.
If
There you go,
I were in
Marsh.
one right now, I would go ahead and try and work with Austin here and at least try and coordinate something with him because Extreme has just gotten out to a huge lead and
As you
bunch
say
of
that, the
contact.
25 goes up the racetrack. Couple people in the back, a little squirrely.
I think we have
One car around.
cars in the wall back there, yeah.
We are still green, but one car having trouble back there. Let me see if I can pop back and see who that was.
Meanwhile, battle for second still continues side by side again.
Yeah, it was
Three
the
wide
third. There was,
behind.
Hatchet Boss looked slow on the apron. He must have been he was involved. But look at this battle still.
Oh, that might have been the
Oh, one
Oh, we
car
got-
in the wall. Will they avoid it? Yep, everyone avoided it. The zero.
Was that
Packers fan.
34 of Sparkle again?
Nope, the zero Packers fan. He spun out in the high lane and slammed up against the wall, but we are still green.
It was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, everyone did a great job avoiding them. They are trying to get this green flag racing going here. You know, you can put a little insight on this, but it just seems like after a green flag pit stop, everyone kind of settles out. So I think these drivers are just trying to get to that point.
Yeah, I think that's where the difference between, again, the Cup Series and these lower series, like the National Series and the Truck Series, comes in where, in the Cup Series, I think guys would try and figure it out to the point where they're like, hey, we need to calm down, you know, kind of settle it out. But we see here, I mean, that was a good 10 laps of double file, 3 wide, beating and banging throughout the field. And Extreme has just completely pulled himself out to a huge lead due to that. And I feel
It was
like
about
that's
a
where
time.
the difference is.
It was about time that some had to give there. But you know, as you say that, it was pretty funny you mentioned, you know, the Cup guys and settling it out. If you were watching on Monday night, it took us, about 15 laps in that first stage. We had a couple incidents. We're getting a little racy, and then you know we went green flag right from that point. So you know, it really, a lot of it has to do with the nerves and you know the track and you know tires, not being up to pressure. As we have a bunch of cars down here, like I said, they were just trying to get to green flag pit stops. Here they are. The leader down pit road.
Yeah, that's a good portion of that lead pack there that just came down the pits.
Looks like almost the whole field down pit road, with the exception of Mustang, Upcountry Bullet, Hatchet Boss, who I think made his pit stop earlier than the field. Yeah, pretty much almost every car on the racetrack. Bradford's still out. Hodges Sr. still out there in that 23 car. Packers fans getting going again after that incident up against the wall there. Little damage on his car.
Oh, and the 8 looks like he's going to be the first off of pit road with the 99 following.
Absolutely. He is he got on and off pit road cleanly as you want to be as the leader. Couple cars together behind him that definitely want to chase him down. So, you know, everyone kind of spread out now. You see a lot more space between these drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can find where second place is. You know what I'm interested to see is what happened to that 6 car, the one that we saw so strong in the first stage. Uzi, what do you think happened to him?
Well, you know what? I think that it's just a byproduct of all that hard racing, and I think he might have gotten involved into an accident there. And we see him right now just kind of running around near Bradford and Sparkley. And it's a shame because he definitely has a fast car. We saw him in the first stage, but like I said, one mistake gets put you back in the pack, and you'll never be able to get back up there sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. As we see, our second place driver cycled out as M1 Sports. He's your second place driver in that 99 Ford. Behind him, Libert 58, one of those Cup drivers. And then behind him, I believe we have Austin Khan. So those are your top 4 right now.
Well, I hate to bring back memories slide, but looking at M1 Sports point of view, it looks just like the same when it was you and Uzi battling at Homestead. I mean, these guys are. It looks almost like maybe a little bit larger distance, but they're tracking. He's tracking our leader down here.
Yeah, sometimes you have a driver that may have a little bit of a fast lap, but it turns out a lot of times on these mile and a halves that you may have the advantage for 3 or 4 laps, but once the laps start winding down, the tires start to even out, and you get in that position where you may run 15 laps, all the same lap times. I mean, if you remember from Monday night, me and Uzi ran the same lap at least for the last 10 laps there. So until those last pit stops. So you get to that point. So if I'm M1 right now, I got a plan for this thing to go green the rest of the way with all these cars spread out. And unless you got a really, really faster car, which I don't know if he has, you got to make a move on this pit stop. You got to outpit him. Whether it be taking 2 tires or hitting a couple laps early, you got to do something.
I bet you right now M1 is he's on the wheel, but he is and not to bring it up again, but he's talking to his crew chief about his gas man, making sure that he puts the right amount of fuel in his car.
Yeah, take a lesson from me. I made a rookie mistake on Monday. Make sure you got enough fuel in the car, because it'll definitely ruin your day. Take it from me. So it looks like the top 2 have checked out here a little bit. Libert and Austin Khan are battling for that 3rd position. They are side by side. Behind them, we have another battle. It looks like, let's see if we can find out who that is. It looks like it's the 44, a Magical Loaf, trying to take the spot away from, let's see, the 40 of Nismo. So 2 other guys battling for a spot. They're battling for 4th, sorry. 4th and 5th. And then behind them, we got a 3-car battle. It looks like that's going to be between, let's see, we got, let's see, who that is. Oh, here we go. It looks like the 11 of Eagles Danny. And, some cars making the left turn onto pit road.
Yeah, we got the 28 car, and we got the, I believe, 39 car coming down pit road. Okay. Well, that was a glitch. Never mind. I thought he sped on pit road because he was zooming, but that was... Never mind.
Gotta love NASCAR heat there sometimes.
So,
Right.
I mentioned those 3 cars fighting for that. I think it was 6th or 7th spot. We got It's Lit Fam was battling with Hodges and one other, Boston Bulls. So Boston, actually, shout out to him. This is his first Fast Family race. He just passed his tryout yesterday. So we welcome him in that 71 Chevrolet. So thank you for choosing us to be your league, and we can't wait to see more of you.
I'll tell you what, he's having a pretty solid first race here in the league. Top 10 and nearly the top 5 right now, and that's something that I wasn't even able to do whenever I first got into this league. It's definitely difficult to get used to running up front and...
More guys coming down pit road here. The 39 car and the 03 car.
Yeah, I think, Uzi, you really touched on something. Some drivers, have that raw speed, and they come in swinging. Um, and some, and I know you're one of these that you started rough, but I'll tell you what, you put in the effort, and it turns out the guys that come in that aren't as great and work their way up and get that experience, it pays off in the end because Uzi, not only his first Xfinity race towards the end of the season, he was able to finish second in the Xfinity Championship and won his first Cup race. So it's just if anything, it's a testament to putting the time in. It's him. So guys like maybe Packers fans not having that great of a day today. If he puts that time in and effort, just like Uzi did, he'll be up there soon enough.
Yeah, that's what you love to see is development. That's one of my favorite things in all sports is seeing that. When you get to see that certain player or driver get better as the season goes on, that's something I love to see. And right now, I've noticed that Extreme Shocks has been making some major mistakes, and M1 is slowly gaining in here. I think the gap is just under 2 seconds now.
It seems like that A car has some ill handling as he makes a left turn to come on pit road, but it seemed like his car just went away a little bit. M1 was able to capitalize, so M1 definitely a little bit more stable car on the long run. There's three cars all coming in at pit road.
Yeah, that was close right there.
How about that? Some pretty cool drive out there. You did say one key word, development, and for folks at home, we saw some cautions early on. The Xfinity Series is a development series. Now, we mentioned before we have a quote-unquote development series for new drivers that are new to the game, but this is a development series for Cup Series. So these drivers have proven that they have an extreme amount of talent on their own, and have graduated past the development series, but they're not yet ready for the Cup Series. So these drivers are trying to prove to you and to themselves that they've got what it takes to compete on Fast Family's highest level. So they're trying to show their stuff and make their name here. So it does seem a little rough out there, but we definitely see a lot of diamonds out there. So if you're watching these guys right now, definitely remember some of these names because you'll be seeing them real soon in that Cup Series.
And I'll tell you what, I think we're seeing one right now in the lead. This Extreme Shocks guy has really impressed me this race. Came back from, being a little further back in the pack, and look what he's doing now. He pulled a veteran move, got away from the trouble of what we saw here at the start of the stage with all that battling, and he's got himself in a very good position.
Absolutely, and he is definitely looking to run away because the 99 has been caught by both the 25 and the 40. So those guys are now all three battling for the second position, along with, not too far back from him, is Magical Loaf. So the four of them battling for that second place spot as they approach a lap car. Looks like the 11 of Danny definitely struggling right now.
Tell you what, the key thing that I've noticed right now in this race is we saw those Cup guys up there. Don't see them anymore, and I think that just goes to show that although the Xfinity Series is considered slightly less of a, higher prestige league, not the best drivers, I think it goes to show that these guys are still extremely talented at racing in this game because they are beating some of the best that we have in this game.
So it looks like 25 has gotten clear of that pack a little bit, showing he's got a good car. He's definitely trying to track down that leader as the other three cars plus that lap car there still in that little pack. let's go a little bit deeper in the field here. I'm watching the 14 of Texas spots back there with the 6 car of Nilla, who had a really strong car early on. Those guys are behind those leaders. So who else we got back here? Barkley Marker, one of our Cup drivers, struggling today with some early incidents. Definitely not the day he wanted. We got who's this? We got the 40 of Nismo up there with that three car pack for second spot. Upcountry Bullet having a good day. He is making his way onto pit road though right now. He pitted out of, I believe, never mind. He was just on the apron letting the car go. He is right behind that lead pack. I'm not sure if he's a lap down though. But if he is in that spot, then he's having a good day. Oh, we got hearing on race control. We got one around on the front stretch. Yep,
Yeah, I see that.
Another struggle for him. He's just not had it today.
I'll tell you what, that's your Xfinity champion. He's just was in this series, and you know he won the championship in it. So I think that even shows that some of the best can struggle some days. You know, it's just some days it's just not your day.
Absolutely, we all have that struggle, but you know, you and him definitely proved your worth here in the Fast Family Racing because you know everybody was watching that crazy battle. Oh, and the 8 car in the wall. Sorry. Stop that, man, that was not.
Oh, and a car
we got
right
a car
in front of him
spinning right in
almost.
front. Oh my lord! Wow, that was close. Wow, what a chain of events for the 8 car.
That had to have been a heart stopper too, because that nearly took him right out.
I can't tell. I don't know if that was the 14 of Texas spots trying to get on pit road or the 39 to hatchet off. But one of those green cars, man. Would that have been a turn of events?
And you said Extreme hit the wall there, and I tell you what, that might have actually saved him that couple extra seconds maybe to slow him down, because if he didn't do that, he might have just got whacked by that car right there.
You two guys know more than you know than a lot of people at home that you know to win one of these races you can't just be a great driver, make good moves, good decisions, but you gotta have a little bit of luck. And right there doesn't prove it. You know, nothing will.
Absolutely agree with you right there.
As we see, the 8 car still has a big lead. You know, I don't know what can be done for him to be caught besides a mistake on pit road or during the rest of this race.
Absolutely. I think our second place car, Austin Kahn, you can see the gap. It's got to be about 2 to 3 seconds. So you know, he, like I said, he's got to do something pit strategy-wise to get up there.
And I'll tell you what, like you said just right there, Art, you know, it's going to take a big mistake for Extreme to really lose this race, either that or
a car taking him out.
Yeah, like we saw there. But getting on pit lane is a very, very big part of this whole league. I know everybody, including you, Sly Job, I'm sure, you know, has had a lot of trouble. If you could be leading a racer in the top 3 in a race and then coming down pit lane speed and completely ruin your chances of winning or a good finish.
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned earlier. You know, one of the keys to any race really is you know not making mistakes. And part of that along with getting on and off pit road. And Vegas especially as we talked about
Oh, car around.
Sparkly nearly just took out the lead there, so I didn't interrupt.
Oh my goodness, he really is not having a good day. He needs to get off the track. Man. I'm sorry, Sparkly. You know, you're a great driver. Today's just not your day. But yeah, like you were saying, with the tire wear here, you have to make more pit stops than maybe other tracks. So, getting on and off pit road without incident really is a big key to this race.
So did something happen to the 22 car? Because I got a fan question that says, what are the penalties going to be for the 22?
So, we will review the incident. Right now it's being called as a transmission failure. But we will look into, as we do with all cautions. We review the incident, and if any penalties need to be handed out, that will be discussed at the owners' meeting after the race. And if there are any incurring penalties, we will make that announcement on Facebook. You'll see one coming up soon on Facebook. Actually, I can announce it now, though, officially. There were three penalties. Or three different types of penalties actually handed out after the Talladega truck race. The first we talked about regarding the last lap, was probably the most tragic, just losing a win. I hate to see it for Chris. It was he worked really hard, but just a bad move on his part cost him the win. But we had several drivers retire DNF, and that is always a penalty, unless an electrical issue caused it. So a couple of those were handed out, but the one big penalty that'll be announced is there were two cars that got a reckless driving black flag for an incident during a caution. Two cars were not happy with each other during a yellow pace lap, and so the 42 of Alpha York and I forget his number, but JRM Joker both received black flags this week. So they received a 10-point deduction. So you'll see that reflected in the standings. And the standings, if you're interested in the Cup or the Truck standings as of this week, they have been posted to the Facebook. So if you're interested or you want to see where your favorite driver is stacking up right now, check those out. And I definitely don't want to look at it because it's the lowest I've ever been in the standings in the Cup Series. So go look at mine, but definitely go check them out. I think I'm going to go get a lap check for you guys.
I'll tell you what, real quick before that. The points for this series is gonna be really interesting. I think at the end of the race here, ARC is we've seen a lot of stage winners, a lot of different leaders, and looks like we're gonna have a different winner of the race as well, possibly.
So
if everything plays out.
Yeah, definitely.
I just got word from race control. They're coming to 148 of 200. So we've got 53 laps to go here. So still quite a bit of race left. Some of you maybe thought we were winding down here. Still a ton left. So stay tuned.
Yeah, definitely. What's going on, Jazz Daddy? Man, thank you for tuning in for the race.
So if you want to talk about it, we got some laps here. So I will bring up those standings I mentioned, and we can. I'll see what you guys think of your insight. We're talking about how close things are going to be. We definitely got some early battles. It's obviously only the first race of the season, but Arkham, you're in the truck series, so let's take a look at those standings. T-Glass getting his first win after that last lap incident. He just locked himself in. So a big win for him. But you got KR leading the truck series regular points. With 67, followed by Slushy, Capital, Chris, Honda, Ice Spiller, J-Dub, among others. And Arkham, you find yourself 44 points from the leader there back in 11th place.
11th
So top 16 makes the playoffs. So you're obviously in playoff contention right now. What do you think so far?
Well, I'm glad that I'm in playoff contention right now, but it's still a young season, and we got a lot of tracks to go. Obviously, Truck Series goes to Las Vegas this Sunday. I really don't know. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of more races to go, especially the road courses, which I believe, in my own opinion, those road courses may throw a wrench into how these points come out at the end.
Oh, they will, I'm sure. The plate tracks and road courses definitely do that. And we saw a lot of guys run up front at Talladega, but it seems like sometimes those who run up front at Talladega sometimes aren't always the ones that show up the rest of the season. So, with the plate tracks having that much competition with the draft, so, be interesting to see once we get into some of those other tracks, how that shakes up.
Yeah, definitely. And, the one thing that I can say about myself is that I was not, I wasn't involved in any major big wrecks, so that's always good at a Talladega race.
All right, we just received word officially 46 to go at the line here. I forgot his number already. How about that? What a terrible commentator. Yeah, the 8 car. Still with that lead. So 46 to go for him. We got some more time. Let's take a look at the Cup Series, and Uzi will ask you about this one. Because you, sir, locked yourself into the playoffs. So first, before I ask you, but in a minute we're gonna ask you how you feel getting locked into the playoffs so early. But we got the number 4 Brody leading the points right now, followed by Boots, and Crosby Daddy in third. He had a strong day. Cobra Jet, Libert, myself, Merkel Iceman, and Troll Dog are some of your top contenders right now. But like Ark said, a lot of tracks ahead could shake things up. So Uzi, what's your feelings on the standings so far, and how does it feel to be locked in and not have to worry about points now?
Well, I'll start out just kind of going by what I've seen in the standings right now. When you look at the top guys, I mean, myself, Brody, Boots, Crossme, who's a rookie in the Cup Series, and Cobra as well, who's a rookie in the Cup Series. Those are guys we haven't really seen in like the top of the points for really any series in general. So it's good to see that there's a mix-up this year, and it's the first race only, but Homestead is a track that can really show you who's going to be fast at the 1.5 miles and some of the other tracks. And then when it comes to just running and finally being locked in the playoffs after the first race, I mean, it's a relief, but I'm still wanting more. I've got a lot more confidence now that we can compete, for wins. I figured coming into Homestead we would be up there, considering I knew we were fast at Homestead before, and there were a couple of guys that I figured we're going to be main contenders that sadly could not make the race. So I sat there and I was like, all right, this is our chance. We can lock ourselves in. And we were able to do it. So
absolutely, yeah. Like you said, you touched on a really important thing. The fact that we're seeing some guys up front that not normally we do. Last season alone, we had over 15 different winners across the 3 series. So the talent in this league. I know I'm the league owner. I'm supposed to talk good about it, but I'll tell you what, the talent is in this league. It's not just like some leagues out there that has two or three guys that win every race. You know, we have different winners all the time. If you want to check them out, just go on our Facebook page right now and search in the photo albums the 2019-2020 winning vehicles. And go check those out. 'Cause I guarantee you're not going to find just two or three winners. You'll find a ton. And we're seeing more now. T-Glass, one of our rookies in the truck series, won his first race on Sunday. So and even though Uzi has a win in the league, he got his first cup win on Monday. And I don't want to curse him right now, but if Extreme Shocks can complete this race, he'll be another first time. So that just adds to the amount of winners this league has had.
Yeah, and I'll just go to show that, every single week now, coming into this new summer league, that you can expect to see a new winner and maybe even a first-time winner. I'd have to imagine this would be one of the first ever times that if Extreme Shocks does hold out here, that we have a first-time winner in all three series.
Yeah, that would be insane. And the cool thing is that just seeing the reactions on some of these guys' faces when they get their first win. I'm sure you can attest to this yourself. The feeling of your first league win is very unique. And it's just really cool to see so many different talents. And it also makes it more competitive too, because I don't think there's a driver in this league that feels secure any given week. Unless you're locked into something, because anyone can win any race in this league, which is so cool. You never know who's got the speed in the car.
That's why you always want to make sure to tune in, you never know. Next Sunday, I could get my first win at Las Vegas. Who knows?
Absolutely. This track is definitely a good one. For first-time winners. If you guys remember last season, at Las Vegas in the National Series. It's actually, if you haven't seen it, go on the Facebook and look at videos all the way towards the bottom. The last couple laps of Las Vegas came down to a three-wide shootout between myself, Jared, one of our cup contenders for the championship last season, and a guy by the name of Pacific Titan, who got his first win ever here. So this track in this league has had a history of first-time winners.
So it looks like that might happen today, and like Ark said earlier, you just really never know who might win each and every week. Butter Burton could show up and win a race, which probably will never happen, but besides the point, you like he said, anybody can win any week, and
And Butterbird, if you're watching, we love you. We wish you good luck getting your internet fixed, and we can't wait to race you again. And Uzi's gonna smack talk you till you come back.
Yeah, Butter knows how me and him go, but it'll be nice to have him back at some point. There's always that void of the swervy swerves on the racetrack.
Oh yeah.
So,
I didn't see anybody doing the swiggle swag around this track today. So pretty interesting.
Yeah, and Extreme definitely is not doing that.
Man, I tell you what, I don't know if the car behind the 8 is a lap down or not, but he's been hanging with them since.
That's the nice
last pit stop.
That's Alec.
But he's actually multiple laps down. If you remember from that incident, he got into the wall there, and the wreckers had to pull him off. He's quite a few laps down. Definitely had a fast car, which is a shame. But that's part of racing that we were talking about. Here's a car that could potentially win the race. But he's probably not because of an incident. So that's the threat that each one of these drivers brings to the table.
Yeah, we saw 2 cars in that incident with Alec there get completely taken out of an opportunity to win. They definitely had a shot. They were leading laps, and up front. Just goes to
Absolutely.
show anything can happen at any time in the race and take out some
So-
main contenders.
So I am.
So
back-
my
Go
question,
ahead.
my question to
my
you,
question to
Slide,
you,
is,
Slide, is,
you know, you were
you know,
talking
you were
about
talking about
reviewing the penalty for the 22
and
and stuff like that. What happens to Alec if it does turn out that the 22 car did do that on purpose?
Well, unfortunately, you know, in the 95 position, he just got the run of the stick. I mean, that's the chance we take every weekend at the racetrack. You never know when you're caught up in an incident. You know, he unfortunately is gonna have to, you know, bite the bullet and you know, have to settle for you know, the finish that he gets. You know, it's an unfortunate thing, but you know, it happens every
I
week.
hate to cut you off, Slide, but look at this. Our leader is surrounded by multiple cars. This is getting a little dicey.
Oh yeah, actually, I was just before I mentioned that I was watching 25 of Austin, who's in the second spot, and at first you couldn't even see the leader, but now it seems to be reeling him in a little bit as the 8 car has some lap traffic to go around.
Oh, that was close.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that 8 is in some trouble with the 25's got no one in front of him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the 8 hit the wall a little, well, not hit the wall, but he got really, really loose a couple laps ago coming into turn 1, and that allowed all of those lap cars to kind of get into his vicinity, and obviously, like you said, second place slowly closing in.
And you know, I was talking about that pit strategy earlier. The 99 just went down pit road this lap. So you know, I talked about having you gotta have some kind of pit strategy to catch that leader. So you know, he's already got the jump on him now. You know, begs the question, when is the 8 coming down? And the longer he stays out, the more that 99's gonna gain.
And the 99's got quite a bit to gain there, so I think that's why the 8 might be staying out a little longer here. You know, the gap between him and everybody else is so significant that he can kind of stay out and not worry about getting passed. But I think the 25 could definitely, if he stays close enough to the 8, he could do some two-tire strategy possibly at some point.
Yeah.
During
I
the end of this
mean,
race.
the 9 of Libert and
Speaking of which, 8 is coming down pit road right now.
There he goes. I was gonna say a couple of the guys behind him. We're stuck on the racetrack with him as the 25 stays out. So he's gonna take the lead. Austin Kahn, new leader. We'll see when he
I
makes
don't
his
know how I
way
feel about
down.
that.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, you just saw the leader that had a gap on, and you know, it didn't look like it was closing that rapidly, and he was getting into some lap traffic. So you know, he's got to come down now, as he does. You know, he only stayed out of lap, which won't hurt him. But yeah, he really needs to come down now. You do not want to lose that much time to the 8 car.
Yeah, Austin. We're going to see how good he got down pit lane, because that is a very key factor. If you can get down fast enough to the leader, you know, there's a chance that you can gain a second, maybe 2 seconds on him.
Well, here's the thing, Uzi. Austin is coming down pit road just as the 8 is leaving.
So that is going to be very interesting to see how that works out.
Maybe he went with only 2 tires. We'll see how quick he gets out of here.
It's possible. I'm watching M1 to see, because I know he pitted earlier than everyone else. So I'm interested to see where he is in relation to the leader. Or not the leader, but the guy that was in the lead. It looks like he's still a straightaway behind. I think I can barely catch the 8 car in the corner of the screen as he comes around. So he definitely tried something, but he just did not make up enough time there.
Yeah, and Austin
Here comes
lost
Austin
a lot
out
of
of
time.
pit road.
Yeah, the 99 is actually going to catch him too. And yeah, he's making it to the inside. So that put the 99 for the moment in place. But, you know, not in touch.
I don't think he's going to last with... Oh!
What do you see?
Man,
What are you seeing?
25 hit the wall.
Yeah, not good for him. Let's see.
Yeah, lost the spot there. And then
I'm going to scroll up to what I'm presuming our leader and see where he is in relation to anyone else. I'll go check with race control, see if everyone made their stop.
Yeah, this is very interesting to see. As
Ooh,
Extreme
Ace hitting the
continues.
wall.
Yeah, I saw that there.
Man, this
Both
is...
somehow gained
I
time
don't
on right
know.
in front of him.
I don't know. I
Ooh,
was
that was
clutching... I was clutching myself when I saw Austin not coming down when the leader did. I was kind of thinking the same thing there, Uzi. That wasn't really agreeing with me.
Yeah, when you see the leader come down and you're that far behind, you gotta just... At that point, I'm driving as hard as I can into the pits, try and gain as much time as possible with him, and just try and gain as much time to stay with the leader and have a shot, and you see how it affected him there.
Alright,
Lost
so I just got
second
word,
too.
the 8 car has cycled back to the race lead. We are coming to 23 to go here. Yep, 23 to go at the line.
So you gotta be thinking one more pit stop probably here.
Oh! That was close.
What was?
Two cars came into pit road. I believe it was the 9 and somebody else. They almost made contact and spun each other around.
Wow. So, yeah, those are two guys that were, I believe, they were in third and fourth, but you know, they stayed out a lot longer than the leader. So, you know, Uzi, do you think that you know, even though they stayed out a lot longer and may have lost some time there, do you think that they're gonna try to make it?
Caution! This may be a caution.
Oh, what
I just saw
happened?
the 0 car flip up into the air and another car made contact.
We're gonna see here. What's the pace car
I'm hearing
gonna do?
green is still. Alright,
I don't have any-
caution's
I don't-
out. Caution's out.
Oh
Caution is
my.
out.
Ooh.
Wow, that's gonna shake
This is
up
about to be a race, gentlemen.
Actually, you know, just like Larry Mack says, that's gonna change everything.
That is gonna change everything.
Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting 20-some laps or less.
Man, if I'm
Here's the
extreme,
thing.
I'm just so upset.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, like, I hated to announce that, but I was flipping through my cameras and I saw a 0 up in the air with somebody else making contact. Not quite
It'd
sure
be
who it
interesting to see how that
was.
started.
So, what I'm hearing is that 2 cars got on the pit road and they made contact and both of them went around. And yeah, that definitely is gonna shake up the whole field here.
You gotta think, what's the strategy gonna be here? They did just pit, so I think we could see a 2-tire.
Yeah, I mean, they've got probably gonna roughly be around 19 to go when they take the green flag again. Which I'm not quite sure. I think Ark, you had the stats on it, but I'm not quite sure what a fuel run is. So
26 laps.
26. So you know, they should be good to go here. But they were already good to go. Some of them, at least, the ones that pitted late there. The leader, not so much, but the guys that really lucked out, maybe it's like guys like Libert and those that pitted late. You know, so those might be the guys that take 2 tires or none. I mean,
Well, when that caution
completed
came out,
green flag.
Libert was just coming out, so I actually think Libert might be one of the guys to stay out there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see who cycles where here.
Well, the number 8 wins the race off of pit road.
Yeah, that's definitely good for him. But you know, don't look now. But you got ton of hungry cars behind him that will be willing to do whatever they can to get around.
Well, not only that, Slide Job, we've, you know, and even you can come in on this, Uzi, but we've seen how rough these restarts have been. Who says not another caution? Like Larry Mack says, caution breeds caution.
It does, and I think we're gonna see more.
Yeah, we might see one. Looking at Fast Family trends, the last time we were here, the last caution fell with 7 to go. We ended up having a 3-lap restart. So this track has produced cautions right at the end. So my guess would be that we're gonna see another one at least. So it looks like nobody stayed out. Everybody made their way on pit road. A bunch of cars got a wave around there. But the 8 car will be starting on the lead. So that's good for him. But he's got the 25, the 40, the 44, the 9, a bunch of guys that are maybe even the 99, who's a little bit farther back. And don't look now. But the 6 car might even have something. He is cycled back up.
Man, this is gonna be extremely intense. This is what you love to see as, a racing fan. One of these moments here, a dash to the finish.
So I just heard that they're hitting 18 to go this time, so they're gonna restart with only 17 laps to go here. So you definitely make it on fuel and tires. So this is gonna be a shootout.
This is what this league is all about right here.
Yeah, let's see
It's
what
gonna be
these
a
young
classic
guns
moment.
can do.
Ooh.
The leader is chosen the bottom lane. Austin will be on the outside. You got Nismo and Loaf behind him, or behind them. You got looks like Libert and the 36 behind them. So any one of these cars could get a restart and get up there. And don't look now, but the 6 car, 4th car on the bottom on the inside of M1. So I told you, watch out for that car. They're all here.
So this restart is gonna be
Here we
huge.
go. The
So
pace
who's
car
the-
should
you're that
be
8 car
turning
right
down.
now.
Here he goes.
Honestly, if I'm the
Pace
lead car, I'm
car's
saying
turning
get the
down.
best restart
Green
I can.
flag is coming out.
And green flag is out. With 17 to go at the line.
Number 8 gets a great restart.
But don't look now. Those 2 cars are working together on that outside.
Oh,
Mustang in the
Cardinal.
wall.
Car high. Real high. Those 3 cars behind him are fighting. That's what he wants. That's what the 8 car wants to see. 2 cars on the apron.
Yeah,
Oh, now they're single file though. Can they work together?
that's what I
Push
would
each
do.
other up there. Yeah, they are gaining. Here they come. Very smart by these guys. They're not fighting too hard. It looks like Loaf went up the track there a little bit. But these guys are working hard to try to stay together so that they can catch him.
Yeah,
So,
25 gain, just a little bit.
Uzi, what would you now that he got past the restart? If you were that 8 car right now, what are you doing?
I'm looking in my mirror and I'm trying to find each and every way possible to maintain that gap and stay in front. But whenever the guys are working behind you, you really cannot do much other than just kind of stay there and try to block maybe a little bit. I mean, it's just a difficult situation when it comes to that. But right now, he's doing pretty much everything he needs to do until they get to him.
Absolutely. This is the time to hit your mark. This is not the time to make those silly mistakes. You are sitting in front of your first win. And interestingly enough, you have to go all the way back to about 6th or 7th place to find a guy who's won a race in this league. So you've got 5 or 6 guys that could get
Don't
the
look
first
now, but here comes the 6 car.
Uh-oh.
And I think that's going to be his biggest competitor up there. If he can get up there, this is going to be one.
I'll tell you, that 6 car's got a motor underneath him, and if he can get clear of those 2 in front of him, I realistically believe he can catch that leader. But we'll see what he can do.
But will he decide to work with the two cars in front of him to get up there?
That might be a smart idea. You know, if that were the two cars behind him, seeing how fast he's closing, it might be a good idea to let him lead and those two to push him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But he might just take it upon himself here.
Yeah, he's at the back door of Nismo and Loaf right now. So, you know, we'll see, you know, how quickly he can get around him, or if he's going to work with them. But he's coming. As that 8 car is trying to get as much distance away as he can from that 6 car.
Oh, here we go. The 6 is behind somebody here.
He's
Those are the
behind,
guys.
He's behind the 44. You going past the 44?
10 to go in the line.
Yeah, he's got to go now. He's got to get past these two.
Yeah.
He set his sights immediately.
Looks like he got into the 44 a little bit. He might clear him on the bottom.
Yeah, he will.
Yep, he's clear. 1 car to go.
Oh, we didn't take advantage of it. Had the room and just did not clear him.
I don't know. I think that 6 car has a stronger car, but I think it's just too little, too late right now.
Yeah, the 44 is putting up a good fight.
I tell you what, they were fighting hard in that backpack behind the leaders.
Yeah, let's
There,
take a look back there.
Oh,
boy.
25
Oh, yeah.
problems.
He's falling back a lot here. Looks like he might have hit the wall.
Wow. And
There's a
you know
car
what really
here.
surprised me is how far back that 99 fell back. You know, he looked very strong early on.
Didn't know if he had a problem there or not.
Oh, the 40 through the grass. That's gonna put the 6 car in the lead. Or in second place. I apologize. In front of those two. So that's what the 6 car needed. He's got no one but the leader in front of him.
He's just got to hit his marks at this point now.
Oh,
44 on the apron.
I don't know what's going on, but
Oh, boy.
he looks like
this
he's
could be
coming to
very
pit road.
interesting. There's 2 cars. That's the 2 guys that just got passed up here.
They might not be able to stretch it.
There might be. I think fuel's not a problem. I think it's the tires.
It might be that's how hard these cars are running. So this makes things more interesting. You got the 6 and the 8 all by themselves. Who can catch who? You know, who's gonna outpit who? If they need to pit at all, because we don't know if they can pit. They have to.
Now look for the fuel here. I mean,
But I'll tell you what. Don't look now, but that 6 car is closing. It may not
yeah,
be
a lot
by
of cars
much,
coming on the pits though.
but he's close. Yeah. I have a strong feeling that these two are gonna have to pit. And now comes down to that strategy I was talking about. You know, if I were the 6 car right now, you know, and I needed tires. You know, I would wait until the very last moment to put 2 on the right side, and that's it. Leaders of 5 to go. Manual cautions are off. This will go green to the end. With the 6 car closing in on the 8. And with a pending maybe a pit stop. We don't know.
And not to mention 2 to go. You're not allowed to pit anymore. So they've
Not
got to have their
anymore.
idea right
Not
now.
anymore.
What are they gonna do?
That rule has just been repealed as of this past season. So you know, Uzi remembers a rule last season where pit road was closed at 2 ago at the end of the race. We did roll back that rule this year, but you know, we still have it in stages.
Yeah.
But you know, it just creates for some interesting racing.
Leader way. They got to make their decision now. What are they gonna do here?
There should be coming.
I don't know. The 8 car may have enough tires.
Well, it looks like they're gonna be kind of close here.
Oh, he's on the apron right now. Holy crud.
Looks like Nella's really dropped off here. He might be saving right now.
He could be.
Alright, so we're currently at 3 to go, coming to 2 to go this time. Will these 2 guys have enough fuel and tires to make
boy,
it?
here he comes. Extreme out pit lane.
And the 6 cars following him. He might
Wow.
make up some ground here on the entrance.
Yeah, he's
The
driving
6
it in there,
car.
I can tell.
Wow.
Look at that. He's on his rear bumper. Can he slow down? He
Wow.
bumps him.
If he did not speed, he may have just won this race.
It's gonna be close. I don't know. And if he sped
But
down
here's
pit
the
lane,
thing:
might have
did
made
he
the 8.
push the 8 a little bit over the speed limit and
I
make him
think so.
speed?
He might not have. I don't know. I mean, that may have been the game for contact, but I want to see how these guys come out.
Yeah,
and
this
what
is
they
what an
take.
entry by Nilla.
Wow.
He didn't speed. That was
It
textbook
looks
right
like
there.
they're gonna have to take 2 tires. Did not gas and go. So it is tires. Who will come out first? I'm watching them.
Nilla.
Oh, here
Nilla
comes the
comes
6
out
car.
first.
The 6 car
Look at
passes the 8 on
Extreme.
pit
8 car
road.
must have sped.
Oh
8
my
car
goodness.
must have sped.
And I think Nilla might have pushed him past that speed limit there.
I think he did. Unless the 8 car went for 4 tires.
Which would be a very, very bad mistake on his part.
I'm
This
sorry to
plan
shake
race.
it out, but the 25 of Austin Kahn stayed out and is in the lead.
And I think it's fun
He
to
has
go now.
not
Oh,
One sports. I think he blew a tire, so we're gonna get to Austin now then. See what's the deal.
White flag for the 25 of Austin Kahn. This just made everything more interesting. Can he make it to the end?
Yeah, that's the big question right now. He looks good down the backstretch.
here he comes around the final
Comes
turn.
out of
heading-
4.
Oh, no, he's good.
Strategy.
Austin is
Wow.
going to win
And the
this race.
25 will win a shocking race. Wow.
Wow.
What
And for
a
the
turn of
second night
events.
in a row, strategy determines the race.
And for the second night in a row, we've had a first-time winner in the series, and a third time all weekend.
Oh my.
Wow. What a
What
weekend
a race.
for Fast Family.
We were all sitting
We
here
were
looking
all
at the 2 leaders and we forgot about Austin.
We didn't even think that a couple of those guys made it. And I also heard the 9 car of Liver also stayed out. So
You know
couple
what?
guys-
I bet you they pitted before the 2 leaders and they had enough.
I tell you what,
Remember, a
Austin
bunch of
probably had
cars
enough
came
space.
down. Cars came down.
Wow, what a amazing race.
Oh.
Bear with us, folks. We are going to get some drivers in here for some driver interviews.
This is why y'all need to turn in next Sunday for Las Vegas in the trucks.
Oh yeah. So we are currently getting some drivers in here. So bear with us. We're gonna try to get as many drivers as we can in here.
Make sure drivers that are coming in include your audio.
We are getting all our drivers in here. We'll see if we can get our winner in here as well. Yes, sir. We're inviting him right now.
I'm in here. What's up?
All right.
Getting
Let me
ready
see.
to do race interviews after another exciting race.
Can somebody invite Austin Kahn in here, please? Thank you.
Talk about a great opening weekend for this league.
Oh man.
Beautiful.
I really think this league really opened with a bang. No, I don't think it could get any better than that. We had three back-to-back exciting races. You know, you didn't know who was going to win any of them. until that final lap. So it was heart wrenching watching these. So I hope all the fans at home really enjoyed that as much as we did. Oh man, so we're just getting all the drivers in here real quick. We're still waiting to get our winner in here as well. We'll start without him. I think we got room for a couple more here. Try to get through everybody.
I'll tell you what, real quickly before we begin, I think that goes to show.
That's not good. Okay. Is it a All right. So there he is. I know he has to go, so we normally go backwards. But we're gonna start with our winner tonight, so that we can get him out of here. So Austin, you drove a hell of a race today. You stayed up in the top five pretty much most of the day. And we didn't really know who was gonna win with that last strategy. So tell us how you kept the car up front and what you did there at the end to win.
Honestly, the pits take so long, so I knew I could go pretty slow and maintain, so I just saved my tires. Gas was fine from the beginning. I just had to make sure the tires would make it, so I just made sure I stayed a comfortable distance in front of Libert because I knew he was on the same strategy.
Very nice. Definitely strategy playing out 2 nights in a row. So tonight was your first win ever in Fast Family Racing League. Just tell us a little bit about how it feels to win here and lock yourself in the playoffs, and what your goal is for the rest of the season.
Feels pretty good. Not having to worry about making it in the future, and honestly, my plan obviously compete in all the races coming, but I'm going to probably spend more time focusing on tracks that are going to.
Very nice. Awesome job. Well, I know you got to go. Make sure you drop a nice picture of your car in Discord, and we appreciate it. So thank you, and great job today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right. Ark, why don't you just start at the bottom and work your way up? And we'll work our way up. Ark, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm assuming you mean the party, right? The bottom of the party?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, we got extreme shocks here at the bottom. Heart-crushing blow, man. You had it in the bag, it seemed, until that caution came out, and then it was a fight between you and Nilla at the end. Just tell us how your day went and what went wrong at the end there.
We got put a lap down early due to an incident, and then fought back and got that in the second stage, and then tried to make my way back up to the front. Led most of the third stage. All I needed was it to go green, but doesn't always go our way, and just had the wrong strategy. Heartbreaker.
Yeah, definitely a heartbreaker. But you always got next week, so we can't wait to see you next week.
All right, Uzi, why don't you take up country?
All right, well, Upcountry Bullet. A solid day. Nothing crazy special about it, but you kept the car clean for most of the day, and you survived the race and got yourself a solid finish. So, what exactly is your take on the race and how you felt you did?
Yeah, I felt I had a pretty pretty quick car there, but just had some bad luck there. First stage, getting trapped down a couple laps, and just couldn't really recover from it, but stuck in it, gained a couple spots from people losing motors and whatnot. And get after it next week. I like Iowa, so we can get a W out of it.
All right, well, thanks for speaking with us, Upcountry, and best of luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Mr. Magical Loaf. Loaf, you were running up in the top five most of the race as well. Hey, Uzi, can you mute it?
Gotcha.
You're running up in the top five for most of the race, and then you and Nismo had to pit there with the last couple of laps. So tell us, what was your strategy going those last couple of laps, and what could you have done to win the race?
I knew I was short on fuel. I was just hoping that everybody else was also short on fuel. That worked out, except Austin was the only one that could make it. So I finished top 5. I'm actually glad. First race. Can't wait for more.
Absolutely. That's definitely a way to start a new season. So congrats to you. All right, Art, why don't you take Packers fan? Something's going on with his mic. So I will. No, I know you are. No, not Ark is not here. He's going in and out. So
I'm here.
Packers fan.
I'm here.
Oh, good. Go take Packers fan.
Well, obviously, you came in with they got you for pre-race, fail inspection, but overall, I had a decent day. Not the best day, but just kind of walk us through what happened today and what could have gone better.
I don't know, honestly, I stepped back because I came to the field a couple times. They're fighting for the, I think at the end of stage 2, and got into the race. Couldn't recover from, tried to claw my way caught up and stuff. Definitely ready for next week, but it
Yeah, definitely. We can't wait to see it next week, man. Good luck at Iowa.
yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, Uzi, why don't you take Mr. Nilla?
All right, well, Nilla, we saw you all night, especially the first stage there. You had a fast car, got caught up in some trouble there, and ended the race. You finally got up to the front, had a chance to win, but just came up short there on strategy. So give us your take.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said that I'm extremely disappointed. I felt like me and my teammate extreme shocks with the class as far as speed goes. And we showed that pretty much all night. I did get caught up in a few things. The last one resulted in a caution, so I was way behind 18. I fought back all the way up to 7th during that 80 lap flag run. That caution came out. Hated to see it from my teammate, but it did give me a chance to win. And we just lost on the field strategy there at the end.
And one more question as well. How do you feel coming into Iowa next week? It's a lot different than Las Vegas, but you had a lot of speed this week, so you got to have some momentum coming into the next.
Yeah, definitely don't want to make this a 1 week showing. Plan on being pretty consistent. So I'll work my hardest to bring a fast car to the track next week.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us, and best of luck rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, we are here with Mustang 501. So Mustang, you had a decent day, kind of ran mid-pack there. You did struggle a little bit. Tell us how your day went.
Yeah, went a lot better than I got down. Tried to make my way.
Very nice. Well, you definitely finished strong with a lackluster start, so good for you. How about Danny? Crickets. All right. Let's keep this moving, and he can come back again. All right. So Danny, you look like you qualified decent, but it seems like you struggled a little bit from the beginning there, though, and fall. I wouldn't say Vegas is your best track, but tell us how your day went overall.
Here. I had to fight my way up to the front. Got into a couple racks or whatever, and ended up getting a lap down. I actually followed it before Moon's getting to the clean that up for now.
Yes, sir. We talked about it all night long that, Vegas having so many pit stops because of the tire wear is definitely crucial. So that could take you out of one for sure, but we knew you had a fast car, so nice job, though. Uzi, why don't you take Hodges? Oh boy, Ark, are you here?
Yeah.
Take Hodges.
Where did he finish?
I'm not sure. Ask him.
Hodges, do you know where you finished?
I believe I finished 14th, left down.
All right. Well, Hodges, unfortunately, you couldn't finish on the lead lap, but at least you got a top 15 out of the deal. Just kind of run us through your day and what went wrong.
I was on the lead lap first stages. Stage there, kind of got times and got strategy obviously here quite. My goal of the day was back to the guy.
Well, definitely a good showing, and that's what this league is all about. So, wish you the best of luck at Iowa next week, and maybe you could bring home a win next week.
All right, so Mr. Boston Vols, this is your first Fast Family Racing League race and your first interview. So, tell us how your first race was.
It was pretty fun. I just stayed out of trouble and tried to race everybody clean, and just see where we finished up at the end.
Very nice.
Slow and steady.
Yes, sir. So, where did you end up finishing there?
I think we finished 8th tonight.
Not bad. So, you start off with the top 10. That's a decent start. So, good start to a new season. So, I guess my question for you is, what are you looking forward to the most for the rest of the season?
Hey, just keep competing and stay clean and see where we end up at the end of it.
Absolutely. Love to hear that. All right. Hey, Uzi, did you make it back to us?
Yeah, I'm back. My bad. My
All right. No problem. I'm going to take Nismo. I believe he finished in the top four.
Who did you say again?
Nismo.
All right, so Nismo, a solid run, a top 5 run. You got to be happy with that. And you were having a solid night, running up there pretty much the whole race. So, how'd you feel about the whole race in general?
I really thought it was a pretty good race here. Only qualified 13th, I think. Worked my way to about 7th or 8th. Got knocked back. Had a mistake getting on that road. I clipped the inside wall jets out a little bit. Got me a lap down. Ended up working my way back and riding top five throughout the whole long green flag stop. I knew Liber was going to be close, and Austin in the preseason run. Fuel mileage racing. But I knew I wasn't going to get it, so I came in with low, took 2 tires, and coming out first car, not on the fuel strategy. So if they would have let me out, I had it.
Yeah, well, you set yourself up in good position. Just sometimes it just doesn't go your way, but either way, a great night, and best of luck to you in the rest of the season.
All right. Last but not least, we have Texas Spots. So this was, I believe, your first race since the
I'll
last
take him
preseason.
since I can go into my outro.
All right. Everybody wants to apparently. So go ahead.
Uzi, you go first.
Was mowing down the Chevy early. And, I was burning my right. 5 minutes.
Another victim to that pit road challenge there. So solid day for you though. So nice job. All right. Everybody that's still here, we appreciate you coming out. Next week, you're gonna be. Where are we? Let me. Somebody probably knows. Iowa. That's right. So we'll be back here at Iowa. Definitely excited for that one. So we'll see you guys then. If in case you want to watch, Monday the Cup is going to go to Mid-Ohio, and the trucks are at this track at Vegas on Sunday. So cheer on your buddies for those, and we will see you guys next week. So thanks a lot. And any of you guys have clips or pictures or whatever, if you need to send us something, make sure to send that to us. Don't if there's something controversial like a video clip or something you want us to look over, don't send that to the group chat. Send it to me or.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in here for tonight's National Series race. Don't forget, Sunday evening, the trucks will be going to the same track that you saw tonight, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The Cup Series will be going to Mid-Ohio. That should be a great one. And then finally, the same drivers tonight, National Series, will be going to Iowa next week. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and see y'all next week. Have a safe and good night.